What's up, Arky? Mm. Mhm. Alright, let's play some games. Not sure if this is... Mm-hmm. Hello, hello. G'day, g'day. That means orange. I am... Not sure if this is on my end or if it's picking up on the stream as well, but my audio is cutting out sometimes. Not sure why. I hope that doesn't keep going the entire stream. Sounds fine to you guys? Yes, it's on my end then probably. Not sure why that is. The music is cut a bit. Yeah, so it's going through the stream as well. Not sure what's up with that. actually gonna do this, I think. Hopefully this doesn't crash anything. Alright. What's up, Jumi? Okay. No scout yet. Okay, just a standard opener. Looking at the timing here, this should not be a proxy, most likely. He's like 1 second late, but that could just be down to like probe micro or top spawn factor, so... Delayed Chronobus here. And the forge, okay. That's very good information for us. Means he's most likely doing Stalker here in Twilight, okay. Makes our lives very easy. So in this case I can send a second order across the map, because we know for sure that there's no Void Ray coming our way. A little bit late with this Overlord. So now the question is this like Blink? Is it Charge? Is it Immortal Sentry? Okay. The adepts don't make a lot of sense with the
새로운 여왕 준비됨.
with the forge.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Okay, we see the charge. Oh, my sound is cutting out again.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
But it still doesn't have that many gateways, to be honest.
여왕 생선.
That sentry's not gonna be able to kill too many lings there.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Ah, would've been nice if I got that one. Okay. Still making probes. There's some archives. Respect some vision. Potential. Getting storm and a fleet beacon, okay. I mean, we're just gonna go here for sure.
공격받고 있음.
We just gotta make sure we don't run into any zealot counterattacks. Making a void ray and a second stargate, okay.
군단이 진화했음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕. 변이 완료. 군단 병력.
Oh, I never started it. I never started I never started over the speed apparently.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
You don't know what this was. Forge Twilight into Double Stargate Void Ray and Storm. It's the everything build. Yeah, the missing overload speed complicated things for sure. Yeah. His build was just way too greedy. Way too greedy. On a 5-loss streak. It happens, dude. It happens. Happens to all of us. Yeah, especially in Dota it happens, for sure. Dota is so difficult for that reason, because like if you take a break, the game changes so much, right? Taking a break and coming back, your MMR doesn't really reset that much, and then like you still have to grind through. Yeah, no new maps. No new maps yet. But I would assume we're getting something, right? Since the TLMC is happening. Right? Soon. New patch. You want to be careful with that copium lacquering. It's only safe in small doses. Yeah, that was my first reaction as well, Arky. The 4-player maps. Like, I feel like I've played since like the start of the game, basically, right? And when like I think it was like early Legacy or like end of Heart of the Swarm, that like the pro scene collectively just like begged Blizzard, like, can we please stop getting 4 and 3-player maps? And then it finally happened after like years of begging. And now they're like, why don't we just put 4-player maps back into the game, because it's interesting, apparently, because yeah, I don't know. I feel like people who like 4-player maps don't actually play the game too much. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's how I feel, at least. Because it's like, sure, if you're watching a tournament and a best of 5 or 7 or whatever, and it's a 4-player map and the player like pulls out a crazy gamble and it works out, that's quote unquote exciting. But when you're playing the game, that's exciting for maybe like 1 or 2 games, and then it's just like, okay, now it just sucks. I don't want to lose more games just because I scouted my opponent in the... Like, I got lucky with my first scout, right? It's not very interesting. Again, I'm not against like unique maps or like trying new things with maps or whatever. I think that's a very good thing. But we already tried the like 4 and 3-player maps, and we know it sucks. So I'm not sure why we're going back to it, but yeah. Yeah, no, I've played since Snapfire was a hero, yeah. I'm trying to really blink and I want to jump out the window. Why? I think blink is good. There's definitely ways to like hard counter blink. If like, you know. But the thing is like you have to like commit to that before you're knowing if they're playing blink or not. So it gets a little bit coin flippy I guess, but I think for the most part blink is the most solid way to play. Really, it should be the other way around. Because in general, blink is a lot safer. Safer than charge or glaive openers. Ah. This is not good. Because I did a whoopsie. This is not good.
여왕 생성 성공.
This was a 2x, so that's why I cancelled the spine here.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
That's unfortunate. Oh, is he still making marines here? Oh, it survived.
진화 완료. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Okay, we're going Cyclone apparently.
여왕 생성. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Oh, it's a tank, what? Tricked here.
천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음.
Mhm. GG. Yeah, it was a pretty decent. I mean, the hold was kind of bad, but because it was a 2-reax, it ended up being okay. Because we droned very hard while defending. Mhm. Mhm. What's up, Tooth? Kuroshiro, 안녕하세요. Mhm. We'll move over to a Europe server eventually, once we start to struggle to get games here on Korea server. Keen. Should be fun. Can I play on Korea? I mean, I live in Korea, so yeah. Do I get games? Yeah, like, to be honest, the last couple of weeks, I've been getting a lot of drop hackers and lag hackers, which sucks. But normally I can get games at like, you know, decent hours. But it's mostly the Chinese pros. I don't get so many games versus the Koreans, so... Yeah. For sure. How did you defend against earlier house with Siege follow-up? You mean in CVT? In CVT you always want to go to like a pretty high queen count. Because with the queens you can kind of reactively just defend everything. And because the queens doesn't cost larva, you can afford to spend your larva on drones with minimal circling coverage. But yeah, you should pretty much always go up to like 8 queens in CVT, at least. As quickly as possible. And in the meantime you're just droning. This one might be dead. That was close. It would be dead, right? Oh. Didn't cancel my spore. I guess we have a spore now. Or later, or something. That was a YOLO Reaper though, for sure.
새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕
Yeah, that early spore definitely eating into our economy here.
공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성 성공. 굴라치가 직접 공격받고 있음.
Ah, this is very bad.
새로운 여왕 준비됨. 굴라치가 직접 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성 성공.
We'll see if we can hold on here. For a supply block, that's gonna be very difficult.
점막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진화 완료. 일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 명령임.
Yeah, that's a very fast worth.
공격받고 있음. 점막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 유전자 변화됨. 공격받고 있어. 군락지 군단 병력이 공격받고 있으니 진화했어. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 점막 중앙 공격받고 있어.
Ah. That's a bit unfortunate.
꽉 광맥 고갈됨. 화물지대 말라버림. 병력이 공격받고 있어. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진화 점막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 적이 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단이 직접 공격받고 있어. 유전자 변형된 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 광맥 소진됨.
Where is this queen, man? Ah, this queen is over here, apparently. That sucks.
여왕 일벌레가 공격받고 있어. 화물지대 말.
Losing my queens was a very big reason why we're losing this game, for sure.
받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 군락지가 군단 병력을 공격하고 있어. 광맥 소진 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어.
AS goes already. Yeah, we are cooked here for sure.
종양이 공격받고 있음. 천막 종양이 공격받고 있음.
We are missing queens quite badly.
준비됨. 여왕 생성. 광물지대 말라버림. 공격받고 왕스맨 소진됨. 굴락지가 직접 공군단 병력을 공격받고 있음. 굴락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 광물지대 말라버림. 굴락지가 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Yeah. Just looting the queens earlier was too much. We were in an okay position, but I lost my queens here at some point. Which is like, the banshees got so enabled by that, and then I lost all my creep, and the game became super difficult. Super difficult. I feel like we're in an okay spot here initially. Like here I kinda like my position actually. This was even after we lost the queens. We still have 7 of them somewhere, but not sure what happened to these two guys. Okay. Yeah, this was really bad. Really bad. Like these two banshees basically won him the game here. Other than that, I think I liked my position. I also made too many ultras here. Like I should prioritize upgrades in this situation over ultras. Cause yeah, it gets 3-3 versus 2-2 for so long here. Quite just him playing really. Know what you need to do with econ, but just not fast enough with hotkeys yet. Yeah, that'll come with time. You just need to keep practicing. Playing versus the AI in the beginning is really good, I think. Even like later down the line, it's still good to play with the AI. Just so you get to work on your muscle memory and stuff. Unranked Protoss. Oh, let's click there. Ah, dude. GG. If I knew the MMR, I would just leave. If he was like above 6k. That's bad though. I'm not sure how that happened. Did I like double click or did I control click? I'm not sure. He did mess up his probe mector, but it's already very far ahead here. Yeah. Okay. No warp gates, chrono boosting. Stargate.
새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Not sure why I injected there, but
여왕 생성.
done is done, I guess. Okay, I'll take that. Going Voider first too. So we pull these guys back.
진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성 성공. 새로운 여왕. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 정단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 콜라치가 직접 공격받고 있음. 콜라치가 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 있음. 일벌레가 공격받고 새로운 여왕 생성 성공.
Look, here's game ending. Unfortunately. If we weren't supply block, my position would be quite good actually, but
준비됨. 공격받고 있음.
yeah. I mean, we missed our timing here, but because of the supply block, for sure. This build was very, very greedy here too. Like, there's no way he can actually survive if I go for a proper timing.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Yeah, this game is so much more complicated than it should have been. We might still win, but yeah, he might even have a fourth base up here, to be honest. Like, if we weren't supply blocked like we were when we were attacking, then this game would have been over already for sure.
군단 병력이 공격받 게임을 일시 정지함.
GG. Yeah, like what he's doing here is like so greedy. Like so greedy. And for sure I think we should have just been able to kill him, but the supply block here, like right before we attack. So we have like all of these roaches could have already been across the map and we could have had like 8 Ravagers this push instead of 1. GG. What keyboard am I using? I can post it for you. Mm-hmm. Bricked up, yeah. Bit of a longer queue here. Match up CBT. I didn't catch the MMR of this guy, but doesn't really matter. Very early CV scout. It's a bit sus.
새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Ah, very bad play. Very bad play by me. Could definitely kill either the Marine or the SCV there. With good micro. Which we were lacking there.
여왕 생성 성공.
Another bad supply block here. It's actually not so bad because we have the hatchery coming in, but worse than it should be.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성 성공. 새로운 여왕 준비됨.
Surely have another queen in production, right? Surely. Oh, this looks like a 2 command center open actually. So we'll have to be a little bit careful here. And he's still making Hellions, so this is most likely like Marauder Hellbat or BC here. So I'm not gonna put any more tumors right now. Pull these overlords back a little bit so we can protect them. Getting this would have been good here.
새로운 여왕 준비됨. 여왕 생성 공격 성공. 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨.
Yeah, most likely BC here. Maybe BC Hellbat.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 굴라치가 직접 공격받고 있음.
No, it's Banshee actually. Kind of weird. In this situation.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 굴라치가 직접 공격받고 있음.
I'm actually gonna keep that Spire, I think. Very weird that there's nothing aggressive coming here, and he's just like chilling.
군단 병력이
He's actually going bio. A little bit surprising. I could go Mura here. Oh, I have triple Evo for some reason. Not ideal.
점막 중앙이 공격받고 있음.
It's just very confusing here.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Scary part is how late our upgrades are. Other than that, I think we're doing fine here.
광맥 소진됨. 광맥 소진됨. 유전자 변형됨. 군단 변이됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 있음. 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 소진됨. 일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 맵 소진됨.
Not the cleanest game, I wouldn't say.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단이 진화했음.
Oops. Up. That's the wrong hotkey twice. I meant to borrow those. Not good. A lot of dead banelings for no reason.
광물지대 말라. 진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 점막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 일벌레가 공격받고 있음.
This was the weirdest game I've ever played, I think, in terms of the opening. Like, he just kinda made 10 Hellions and a single Banshee and then didn't do anything with it. It's also, I misread it, I thought it was a 2cc opener, but it was a 3cc opener. It's highly possible a bit early. Maybe not. Yeah, definitely. These are definitely early depots. Like, very early depots. He's cutting a Hellion for it. So I guess the fake out kinda worked. I wonder, like, looking at the build order, it feels like this guy was, MMR was pretty low. I'm not sure. Like, his macro wasn't bad in general. It's not great either, but... Weird game, weird game. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes more sense. We'll queue for like 2 minutes here and then we'll head over to Europe if we can't find a game. Bingo boom. Damn. Mirroring Bane game on this map. Got accused of smurfing. Nice, that's always a nice feeling. Alright, nice. Fairly quick queue here. Six K Protoss. I wonder if it's the same guy from before. This is either the same guy from before or the... could also be the lag hacker, but... Actually, we can just check if it's the lag hacker. No, it's not. Okay. Because we have the lag hacker blocked. Am I going to participate in GSL? Yes, I signed up yesterday. Yeah, the qualifiers are next week, Meansrens. Next week, Tuesday. Yeah, they just announced it like a couple of days ago, I think. Yeah, I am, Kaiser Soze. Yeah. I set that up, so I'm multi-streaming right now. So I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and Soup. It's been good for Muta. It's not bad for Muta for sure. I think maybe Old Republic is a bit better for Muta, but yeah, Taito is alright. It's not the worst Muta map.
게임을 계속함.
Overmind gas here. Not great.
새로운 여왕 준비됨.
Okay, this guy didn't drop off the minerals, even though I pressed it a bunch of time, I'm pretty sure. Oh well. The chance I actually miss a second adept moving out here, so I have to be a bit careful.
여왕 생성.
So feels bad man moment. They went Void again.
군단 병난이 진화했음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨.
Okay, stack and inject here.
병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
That's a nice scout. Now we already know what he's doing.
군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 여왕 생성 성공. 진화 청각 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 공격받고 있음. 유전자 변형됨. 군단 변이됨.
Supply blocks, supply blocks, supply blocks.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Yeah, it's too much now. Missed my timing here initially. This is still like super greedy by him, but it's just this map is very hard to attack on. I have no like real angle to go for. Yeah, I mean this is just a super greedy build by him, like super greedy. If I hit my timing cleaner, I think we just kill him anyways. And I could have forced the issue, I think, a bit more. I was a bit too scared at the start. Yeah, it's just very hard on this map. Because you don't have an angle. Like, you have to go all the way around here, which is kind of sucks. What delayed you? Just bad macro. I had some supply blocks early on. Was a bit late to... Like, I should have had a few more drones, I think, as well, with this. But also Muda would have also destroyed him this game. For sure. Can't really play... Like, you can't really play like that as Protoss. It's just way too greedy. Top of his choke. Not sure what you mean by the top of his choke. But I don't want the queens in the front there. Because if I lose the queens, the attack is over. Because then the Void Ray or Oracle will just clean up afterwards. So I need to make sure the queens are in the back there, so they don't die. Third base after 30-33 and twice base. I mean, depends on the matchup and situation, but like the general rule you should be following is that you should always be droning if you're not going for an all-in, right? Like if you're playing a normal game, you should just always be droning. And you're scouting for a reason to stop droning, right? That's kind of how you want to think about it. Obviously, it's a bit more complex than that, like when exactly you need to build units and stuff, but the general concept is that you're by default constantly spending your larva into drones, and then you're looking for reasons to not spend them into drones, right? If that makes sense. And obviously, like, you're gonna lose games, right? But in terms of improving, it's way more beneficial to lose games because you make too many drones than to lose games because you made too few drones, right? Because when you lose a game because you made too many drones, it's a lot easier for you to like just look at the replay and identify why you lost, right? It's like, oh, I need to scout a little bit earlier. I needed my Roche one a little bit earlier. Like these kinds of things, right? Whereas if you lose a game because you made too few drones, it's really hard to pinpoint what went wrong in the game, right? So it becomes really hard for you to fix your mistakes, if that makes sense. So you just want to make sure you're always trying to get away with as many drones as you possibly can. If you're not trying to all-in, of course. If you're trying to all-in, then that's a bit different, right? But then you're intentionally cutting drones, right? I would prefer to be over here actually.
새로운 여왕 준비됨. 진화 완료. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 여왕 생성 성공. 새로운 여왕 준비됨.
Bit unfortunate timing there for sure. Yeah, we kind of cooked this game. Not having an overload up here is really bad. I'm not sure why I don't have that.
받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 천막 중력이 공격받고 있음. 마치가 직접 공격받고 있어. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어.
Hopefully he has blinked yet. Yeah. Okay, we need to find out how aggressive he's being here.
받아들일 수 없는
Quite aggressive. I still need to make a few drones, but
병력이 공격받고 있음.
getting a forge now. This forge is very, very late. Yeah, he's very, very committed here. He could have a fourth nexus maybe, but I'm not gonna start my hive just yet here. Maybe I have to actually.
천막 중력이 공격받고 있음.
This pie block hurts so much, dude. So much.
진화 완료. 광맥 고갈됨.
Doesn't have +1, so this is a good fight for us.
진화해서 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물지대 말라버림. 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 바다비스 군단이 진화했음. 천막 유전자 공격받고 있음. 천막 중앙 직접으로 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물지대 말라버림. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 천막 중앙이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진 일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진화 완료. 광맥 군단 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물지대 말라버림. 진화 완료.
GG. I can probably just throw away like 1,000 minerals worth of skeletons and the game not being over. The game was kind of over. Like the second we got to lurkers this game, like our win percentage was like super high, or win chance, whatever you want to call it. But the reason this game was closer than it should have been was because we were super supply locked at like 120. What's up, Ruby? I'm doing good, doing good. Like this is kind of a crucial time because we had a bad early game where we lost a bunch of drones, right? And then he's doing this pressure, which we have to make units to deal with. But then, after we're done making units, we obviously want to go back into droning, right? Right here. But because we're supplied, but we can't drone, which means that our economy is gonna hurt so much in like a minute from now because we're gonna be missing so much money, right? So, yeah, ended up being quite bad for us. But yeah, like when he's going for this kind of style, if we can't find like good damage and we get to lurkers like this, the game is pretty comfortable for us at this point. Kind of, yeah. Well, like, with the way he's playing, he has to find damage, right? He has to get momentum early on and then just keep leaning on me. If I get to, like, stabilize and, like, maxed out with a good army composition, the game is just very, very difficult for him, because... like, there's no Immortals, there's no Archons, there's no Mothership. He has 4 Templars, but that's not really, you know, good enough. It's like, you know, fighting into lurkers with this army composition for him is very, very inefficient. Very surprised he actually went down here. It was not a good call by him, but yeah. This was a little bit dicey, for sure, but once these lurkers popped, it was chill. Yeah, I think going into Ultras is the best choice, for sure. Because you can kind of make an army that can actually fight the Protoss army. Once you get to, like, a lot of Ultras and Infestors. And then you're forcing them to play kind of defensive, so you can play on a high drone count once you have that army. So that's kind of nice. Well, initially you just ignore them, yeah. Like, until they get like a really high number of Tempests, and then you can make some Corruptors. Like Corruptor plus Neural will deal with Tempests. Like, the thing about Protoss armies that you gotta understand is that the air army in itself is never really scary. Unless you're like maxed out on a very low drone count, probe count. The problem for you is always the ground army. Like, Corruptor, Viper, or Corruptor Infestor will always beat any air army. As long as you're not too far behind on upgrades, right? The problem you're trying to solve in CVP late game is to create a situation where your corruptors can actually fight, right? That's the problem that Zerg has in the late game. So you don't need to be too concerned about dealing with this air army right away. Obviously, if you commit super hard into like a shit ton of Tempest, then yeah, you need some corruptors, but Neural plus corruptors. And a lot of times you can just avoid the fight, right? If you're not ready to take the fight, you can just base trade.
새로운 여왕 준비됨.
I'm a little bit too early out here for sure. No second Chronobos.
여왕 생성.
Ah, he gets in.
새로운 적이 일벌레 공격 중. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Very weird there's a setup there. Makes me think he's doing something less legal here. Stalkers might be fake here.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Ah, dude. GG.
새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Okay, dude.
생성
Let's see. We'll see if we can hit some actual meaningful timing here, but
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군단이 진화했음.
I don't have roach speed. I do, right? Yeah, this was... Again, these Protoss players are so greedy, man. I don't know why they played this greedy. It's just... You know... Gives us great opportunities to actually hit good timings when they play this greedy. Double Forge, double Robo, and going Storm. Like... Like, I know Oracles are good, you know, but they're not this good. They're not this good, you know. They can't beat 160 supply of units all by themselves. Ultra's reliabilities, it's 6 supply, which is... I mean, kind of, yeah, like they... You gotta be careful. Like, if you're on Ultra Army and the Protoss maxes out on, like, a very efficient army on a low worker count, it can become tricky, for sure. But the thing is, like you kind of need to play Ultras, I think, in CVP late game, just because you need an army that can actually fight the Protoss army out on the map, right? Ultras can't really take a fight into a defensive position, but they can, with the Shroud, they can fight on the map. So you get a little bit of map control. So you can actually stay on a high drone count a little bit longer. Because the problem, like, again, Zerg army can still, like, win head-on fights in, like, any stage of the game, really, versus Protoss. The problem is just that if you go Broodlords, you can't really expand. Like, your economy is going to be shit. And yeah, the Protoss doesn't have to attack into you, right? They can just kite you forever. So you kind of need the Ultras to create a situation where you actually have you're able to mine from the map, but then also eventually force the Protoss to come into you, right? Rather than, yeah, them just having full map control the entire game. Well, like, the Shroud is extremely strong with Ultras versus Protoss. Like, Ultra plus Shroud is an extremely strong composition. Just like, again, the supply inefficiency is the biggest problem. Mhm. Mhm. 6.2k Terran. Maybe Ryang? It's like Ryang or Cure, I would guess. Maybe Bunny. Like, it's a little bit low MR for Cure, so yeah, maybe Ryang or Bunny.
여왕 생성 선부 적이 일벌레 공격 중.
Oh. That was a choice. For sure.
새로운 여왕 여왕 생성 성공. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 진화 완료.
That's a pretty fast cloak, actually.
일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 적막 중량이 공격받고 있음. 적막 중량이 공격받고 있음. 새로운 여왕 준비. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 공격받고 있음.
The supply block really fucking hurt there. Really fucking hurt. That's what it did.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Oh, it's really hard to do anything here.
성공. 적막 중량이 공격받고
If you weren't supply block there at whatever it was,
군락지가
120,
공격받고 있음.
would have been alright, I think.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
But now, yeah, now it's cooked. Yeah, we needed to crush this first push here. The supply block here kinda just does us the game really hard. It's like we could have had 20 more links, like in this fight. Easily. This infestor could have been out there earlier. Yeah, one more fungal there. I think we just straight up in the game. GG. The 120 supply block has been getting us very often recently, actually. It's like my most common supply block these days, I think. It was Bunny. Bunny, Bunny, Bunny. Yeah, I think we could have quite easily held that, but it's a struggle. Maybe it's time for Europe at this point. Queues are getting a little bit long. Wow. Grandmaster Gamer. Oh. This happens sometimes when you switch servers for some reason. How's the thing from Korea to US? To US, it's like 150 or so, 140 with the VPN. It's actually the same as to Europe. I have the same ping to EU and NA these days with the VPN. The VPN doesn't do much for NA, honestly. It's like it brings the ping on Central down by like 10, but for West it doesn't really do anything. I mean, it's not optimal, but it's like playable range. For me, I kind of draw the line of like playable at like 160. So if I can get like 145, 150, that's, you know, not ideal, but playable. Obviously, like playing on Korea server with 0 ping is a lot nicer, but liquid clam. You really feel it? Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think like, yeah, 100 is like when you start to feel it, for sure. And then, yeah, I think it remains playable up until like 160. But it's a lot better than it was back in the day. You know, back in the day we would get like 260 ping to EU. So it's almost cut in half. Oh, I just realized I don't have the why is this thing not working? Did I... Have I not had the keyboard cam the entire stream, guys? Maybe I didn't. Remember me to get that sorted after this game. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I need to like replug it or something? Maybe it got deplugged. It was cleaning under my desk earlier, so I might have accidentally unplugged the webcam. Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
여왕 생성 성공. 받아들일 수 없는
Oh.
명령임.
Very lazy by me here. I'm not going back to check this as well. Also lazy. Might have missed a second up now. Some fortunate events here.
새로운
Ah, dude. I'm misclicking so much here. Ah, yeah. I mean, that's game over. We lost like 6 drones or something. That was so poorly microed by me.
새로운 여왕 준비됨. 여왕 생성 성공.
Okay, we swing Archon drop.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 여왕 생성 성공. 군단이 진화했음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Oh, the misclicks here are so bad, dude. This was so bad, man. So bad. I misclicked like 14 times in that fight.
소진됨. 광물지대.
Yeah. It's too many misclicks in that fight.
받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 소진됨. 광물지대 새로운 여왕. 소진됨. 공격받고 있음. 변이 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
It's too well upgraded here. We need an insane fight here to actually have a chance, but we're not gonna get it.
공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Getting caught there was really bad. I didn't expect this army to be able to trap me like that.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군락지가 직접 공격.
Yeah, it was just like the misclicks in the initial fight that killed us really hard. We always made almost like some sort of comeback happen. If I was faster at getting out of here with my army, and I actually get back to creep with the Banelings, I think we actually win this game here. Yeah. Like, I think we can actually win this game. If we're just able to take like a good fight on creep. Problem is I get caught here. Get caught here super bad. And then we lose like all our Banelings for free. Yeah, now we're dead. Now we're dead. Because we also lost everything on this side as well, which was kind of surprising, to be honest. Yeah. Just too far behind. No, we could have killed them 100%. I just, like 100% we could have killed them that game. I misclicked like 4 times in the initial fight. So my units were like move commanding and like running and back and forth and stuff. That was really bad control by me. We could have easily killed them there, I think. Okay.
여왕 생성 성공. 굴라치가 직접 공격받고 있어. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 새로운
Really don't want to lose this, but we might here, because I was slow to react.
진화 완. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 여왕 생성 성공. 새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 굴락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Definitely does not look like Blink.
새로운 여왕 준비됨. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 적이 일벌레 공격 중.
Is it Blink? Starting to second guess myself a little bit now.
여왕 생성 공격받고 있음.
Does have Blink, but I don't know, it's weird. He's making zealots and like Templars and stuff.
진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 황금지대 말라버림. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물지대 말라버림. 일벌레가 공격받고 있음.
Oh, that was supposed to be a spine.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력수와 공격하고 있음.
That was really bad.
군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 변이 완료. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 적이 일벌레 공격 중. 천막 종양이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 천막 종양이 공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 소진받고 있음. 일벌레가 공격받고 있음. 군단이 진화했음. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Oh, we are so out of position here.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 군락지가 군단 병력이 공격받고 있어. 광맥 고갈됨. 광맥 소진됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단이 진화했음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Wait, I don't have this. Oh, that's so bad, man.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 유전자 변형됨. 군단 별이 됨. 광학 소진 공격받고 있음. 군단이 진화했음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 유전자 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 고갈됨. 광맥 소진됨.
Yeah, I'm not sure that... This was such a weird opening for my opponent. Like, he went Blink and Templar Archives, but then didn't make any Stalkers. Like, the Zealot really threw me off. It was like a random Zealot just sitting there, just like... Just a little bit of everything army. Should be able to kill him, I think, if I just committed harder here. Like, I was being too scared, I think. But we also had some supply blocks, which made things trickier. I should have made a Viper right away when I saw this Prism. Would have saved us a lot of headaches. Oh yeah, walking into the stasis here. Like the stasis is gonna ruin our life. We're gonna walk into it like before it expires too. From production. Like, you know. Yeah, no overseer with these guys is very bad. I made a guy for it, but this guy didn't actually go on the hotkey, which is quite bad. Losing the lurkers there was also not great. Now we go walk into a second stasis. No anti-air here. Yeah. Forgot to use my Nidus, that was kinda bad. Should have had some vision here and just drop a Nidus. I feel like I'm not against playing late games, but I feel like every single Protoss is just like playing so greedy. I feel like not trying to punish them is a mistake, but maybe you can't punish it. I mean, they still do pretty good damage, right? Because they have bonus damage versus massive, don't they? And ultras are massive. So, like, it's not, it's a lot less for sure, but... Is it massive air? I thought it was massive anything, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Oh, right, you're right, actually. They do 40 plus 4 per upgrade. So, yeah, without any upgrades, they actually only do like a fully upgraded Tempest would deal 26 damage per shot before armor to ultras, so they would make 19 damage per shot. Just not too bad. I didn't know that actually. I thought it was just like flat, massive buff. Subcase FX. Hello. Yeah, I don't know if I'd call it a masterclass. I actually know for sure I wouldn't call it a masterclass, but we won a game with ultras, yeah. Shameless. This might be the last game of the stream, guys. We'll see. Depends on how long it is. I'm not gonna stream for super long time today, unfortunately. I have to get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going on a trip for 2 nights, so I'm gonna be away until Sunday. But yeah, Sunday, Monday, we're gonna be practicing a lot with the GSL qualifiers. That should be fun. Obviously gonna be very difficult. I think it's only like 12 players, right? Or something like that, so it'll be very, very, tight. Yeah, this spot is broken on this map.
여왕 생성 성공.
Being very greedy with my scouting here too.
새로운 여왕 준비됨. 군단이 진화했음. 받아들일 수 없는 명. 일벌레가 새로운 가고 있음.
Not sure I have a 6th queen in production. But it's almost finished, I might as well let it
여왕
complete here.
생성 성공. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
Okay. GG. I don't know if I'm still in this game anymore. Should be leaving right now.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 러시아 직접 공격받고 있음.
We are cooked. Very, very cooked.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 받을 수 없는 명령임. 진화 완료. 군단가 직접 공격하고 있음.
Oh, I never started an upgrade. This game is not looking great, guys. That's for sure.
받을 수 없는 명령임. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
This is kind of a YOLO fight for my opponent, for sure.
군단이 진화해서 화물지대 말라버림. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 소진됨. 진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단이 진화했음. 변이 완료. 왕래 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진화 완료. 군단이 진화했음. 유전자 변형됨. 군단 별이 됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 굴라치가 직접 공격받고 있음. 적이 일벌레 공격 중. 병력이 공격받고 있어. 왕의 소진다. 받을 수 없는 명령임. 진화 완료. 굴락시가 직접 공격받고 있음.
Need more drones here.
화물지대 말라버림. 지시를 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단이 진화했음. 군단 변이 됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 진화 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 소진됨. 지시를 내리시. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력 왕공격 구간승. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 광맥 변이 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광맥 소진. 유전자 변형됨. 군단 변이됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 변이 완료. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 굴락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 굴락지가 직접 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
It's so hard to attack on this map, man. I feel like I really should be able to punish him for being spread out like this, but it's hard.
변형된
Yeah. God, where's the Pango? There it is, apparently. That's not good.
군단 병 일벌레가
Go back and heal up these guys.
군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 변이 완료. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 광맥 고갈됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 정막 종양이 공격받고 있음. 광물지대 말라버림. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 받아들일 수 없는 명령임. 공격받고 있음. 베스핀 반역. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 베스핀 반역 소진된 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 베스핀 반역 중. 베스핀 요하고 있음. 군락지가 직접 공격받고 있음.
Feedback is like just so fucking ridiculous, man. It's actually insane. It just outranges everything, man.
군단 병력이
I don't know, I think this map is just cooked. Because I can't do anything in like the mid game and early late game on this map. Which makes everything 10 times more difficult, for sure.
베스핀 하늘천 소진됨. 곤락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 적이 일벌레 공격 중. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 곤락지가 직접 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 천막 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 굴락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 굴락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 굴락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물지대 말라버림. 고갈됨. 굴락지가 직접 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 굴락지가 직접 공격받고 있음.
Back L.
소진됨. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 광물지대 말라버림. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음. 군단 병력이 공격받고 있음.
He doesn't even use his item first, man. I don't know, maybe a different map. We could have done something. I don't really know. This map, I think, it's just impossible because like this stage of the game, you should be able to just put some pressure on it, at least I feel like. But he just gets to take like the entire map for free and I can't do anything about it. And then he starts using recall and then the game is over. It's like at this point the game isn't looking too bad. It's just that I can't do anything. Like once he gets to secure these spaces with static defense, the game becomes like impossible. You need to keep them somewhat limited. But it's like, how do I attack on this map? Every single attack point is like a choke or a ramp. I don't really know. This will be a game for Lambo to look at and tell me what I should have done. Because I really, like, from this point, I really don't know what we're supposed to do. I feel like our position is good here, but I really don't know. If they're using, like, recall and multiple army hotkeys, the game just feels impossible. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't know. This is a mystery to me. Because I kinda liked this position here. I just don't know how to take it from here. If the Protoss isn't a complete peg. Maybe I should have just like pulled back earlier after in the base trade. Maybe that was the play. I think here maybe more from the Broodlords was a mistake actually. Yeah. I think if we don't morph the Broodlords here, we can just jump on this army actually. His worker count is still pretty high. I think the Broodlord morph was a mistake here. I think I should have just jumped on this army with everything. Yeah. But yeah, here the game already felt really cooked for us. Because we can't stop him from doing this. Actually, what I should have done here is to send my Corruptors to the bottom here. Right now. Just send my Grand Army and the Corruptors right now to kill this. Because my Corruptors don't need to be here, really. I have enough Infestors to keep his Tempest away. But yeah, here I felt like I had the base trades. But maybe I didn't. Hard to say. Yeah, maybe I should have not the base traded here. Like, just the Grand Army. Yeah, I think so too, Miko. I think so too. I think going Broods here was a big mistake, for sure. Should have just stayed on Ultras. Yeah, and this is just like... Can't get my Infestors up in there, and I don't have enough Overseers to just jump on him. Yeah, now the game is over. Anyways, guys, that's it for me for today. A bit of a shorter stream today. Yeah, I'm going away on a trip tomorrow, and I'm coming back Sunday, so it's gonna be a couple of days with no stream. But yeah, Sunday, Monday, we'll be grinding, and GSL qualifiers on Tuesday. So that should be fun. I'll take the morning slot. Nice. I'll have something to watch while I'm away. Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it. We'll raid Wardy. Wardy is doing the... Is it Wardy Team League or is it TLMC? TLMC. So that should be pretty fun. They're playing on the new maps, so make sure you guys check it out. How do you inject that fast? I have camera hotkeys and my queens on a hotkey. And then I just, you know, select the queen hotkey, and then I cycle through the camera hotkeys while pressing the inject button. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching, and see you tomorrow. Not tomorrow, see you Sunday. See you Sunday. Bye, guys.